Igan, base sa pag-aaral ng ilang eksperto mula po sa University of the Philippines, posibleng lumobo sa 60,000 ang COVID-19 cases sa bansa sa katapusan po ng Hulyo. Sa ngayon, nasa 36,000 na ang bilang ng mga nagka-COVID-19 ayon sa Department of Health. Para ipaliwanag kanilang ginagawang pag-aaral, makausap natin Professor Guido David at si Father Nicanor Austriaco ng UP-UST Octa Research Team. Good morning po, Professor David at Father Nicanor.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Opo. Ayon sa Malacanang, di naman nagkatotoo yung una yung pagtaya daw na 40,000 ang kaso ng COVID-19. At ngayon, may bago kayong projection na aabot na 60,000 ang dadapuan ng sakit sa katapusan ng Hulyo. So yung pag-aaral po, pakipaliwanag po, mali ho ba yung interpretasyon o appreciation ng palasyo rito na we are winning dito sa COVID-19? Unahin ko lang po si Professor David. Doktor.
Yes, good morning sa mga viewers natin. Yung projection naman, lang naman siya, parang gauge lang naman siya how we are performing against the pandemic. So parang in a way, pag minemeasure natin yung reproduction number, yung tinatawag ng R0, para lang natin minemeasure yung rate of spread of the pandemic, kung gaano kabilis siya. So, and then project lang natin siya sa future. So pag may projection tayo, possible na ma-exceed natin to or ma-under natin to, yung target na yun. And then makikita natin yung performance natin versus dun sa previous rates. So kunyari, bumibilis yung pag-spread. Like sa Cebu, pwedeng tumaas siya compared sa projections. Pero actually ngayon, yung Cebu, bumabagal siya compared sa projections. And yung sa country as a whole, we could say na mas bumagal siya compared to sa trend niya nung early June. Yes. Although yung mga projections namin, nakita naman namin within 10% usually siya na error. Also, si Father Nicanor, they have a better model. They're not able to run this model more often. Pero mas malapit pa yung mga projections nila.
Opo. Pero 36,000 sa DOH, may backlog na 5. Di 40,000 din. Di tumama ho yung projection nyo. Di ba?
Yeah, it's hard to go into, parang semantics lang yan. And, yung main message dyan is, are we managing yung pandemic? I think we have to focus on that and yung efforts natin. So it means kung nasa within the error tayo or with backlog, gano'n. I mean, for me, parang semantics lang yan. So hindi naman tayo nasa 30,000 or hindi naman tayo nasa 50,000 ngayon, which would be way off sa ano. So parang more or less it's about the same. So more of status quo yung nangyayari. And I think we have to intensify yung efforts natin.
Okay. Para naman kay Father Nicanor, Father, ano ho yung mga dahilan sa tingin ninyo yung nakaka-apekto sa pagtaas ng COVID-19 cases sa bansa? Ano sa tingin niyo yung mga hakbang na dapat gawin ng gobyerno para hindi umabot sa 60,000 ng kaso sa katapusan po ng Hulyo, Father?
So, right now, the pandemic is being driven primarily by changes in Cebu. So, if the government is able to control the pandemic spread in Cebu, then we should be able to control the pandemic throughout the country. And, we are encouraging the targeted lockdowns, the zoning lockdowns, because even if the pandemic is spreading within a single barangay, that is much better than the pandemic spreading across many barangays. So with these targeted lockdowns and increased testing and increased contact tracing, we'll be able to limit the spread to very specific barangays so it doesn't explode across the country.
All right, Professor David, si Connie Season po ito, no? Katulad nga po ng nabanggit po ni Father Nicanor na sinasabi niya, okay, effective yung localized lockdown, ano? Pero kasabay po kasi 'di ba nung pagdami nga ng kaso po ng COVID-19 sa bansa, marami rin namang gumagaling. So, do you think na indikasyon ho na may tama namang hakbang, no, na ginagawa po laban sa sakit? At masasabi ho ba nating magtatagumpay talaga tayo dito kapag nagtuloy-tuloy yung mga hakbang po ng gobyerno ngayon?
Yes, Connie. Actually, there are positive indicators. Kasi yung cases naman, yung pag-increase, hindi lang naman yun yung indicator. And I think medyo nagiging overblown din yung reaction na yung number of cases. Part lang naman yun, yung isa rin namin tinitingnan yung positivity rate, explained din ni Father yan, medyo stable yung positivity rate. So it means na although dumadaming cases, medyo stable naman siya. And then aside from that, yung mortality rate is decreasing, bumababa siya, recovery rate is improving. So yung hospital care natin nag-i-improve. Ang pinaka-worry lang naman natin is kung ma-overburden yung healthcare system natin, especially sa Cebu because it's reaching capacity. Hindi pa naman. Sa ngayon, I think nasa 70% siya yung capacity ng yung occupancy sa Cebu hospitals. Pero yun nga, we're doing things right naman. And itong pinaka-number, a lot of the cases, pa rin naman sila, mild to moderate yung mga cases. So, pero yun nga, nakaka-affect pa rin yan ng economy no matter what we do. Kasi pag andyan pa yung virus, people will be worried to catch the virus kasi kung it's something you can avoid. So kaya, managing this pandemic is very important.
Okay. Father Nicanor, pareho ba yung datos ng DOH na datos na pinagbabasehan din ng pag-aaral? Kasi parang kung titingnan magkakaiba yung numbers, humahabol po sila, no? May fresh and old cases. Ngayon po, nasa 36,000 na ang bilang nila. So, yung bang 60,000 by July, conservative lang po ba yon?
Well, I think the best way to understand that is that these projections are simply projections.
Okay.
So this assumes that nothing will change between now and the end of July. And as you and I know, there are going to be changes in society, in the country between now and then. So knowing what we know about the numbers today, we are making the projections. Now, as you pointed out, there's a challenge because the numbers are delayed. There's delays. There are validation lags. So it's very hard to know exactly if we are getting an accurate snapshot of the pandemic at this time. But given the available data, the 60,000 is a projection that we are making for what will happen if things continue as they are right now. And of course, there's the ECQ in Cebu. So what we expect is that will eventually, hopefully, control things down there.
Opo, ang follow-up ko po dyan, ngayon po magdedesisyon ng Pangulo kung luluwagan o magpapatuloy po yung GCQ. Pero batay rin sa datos ninyo, from ECQ to GCQ, lumobo po yung kaso. So anong pwede ho nating maipayo mula sa Octa Research?
Well, I'm going to speak for myself at this point. And I'm going to propose that, if you have a science-driven decision-making, then you would not loosen the current quarantine status until you know that the positivity rate is going down and the hospitalization is going down. And it has to be for at least 2 weeks because the 2 weeks is the incubation period for the virus. So we are currently in GCQ in Manila, and my recommendation is we stay at the GCQ for at least another 2 weeks until we know that the positivity rate is going down and the hospitalizations are also going down. And because we have to make sure we do not release the quarantine if the pandemic is unstable. If it's going up, we don't want to increase it.
Opo. Ayan, sayang naman yung ating pinagpaguran. Maraming salamat po sa inyong mga oras, Professor Guido David ng University of the Philippines at kay Father Nicanor po ng UST. Salamat po.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Po.
Ingat po kayo,
Morning.
be safe. At para sa iba pang mainit na balita, tutok lang sa inyong paboritong morning show, ang Unang Hirit.